Hey guys, it's Alan here, and today I'm going to share with you guys what I experienced during my 22 days of water fast. Also in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys how I prepared for the fast, what I did during the fast, and how I did to break my fast, which is really important. All right, so let's get started. Okay guys, so before I actually started to fast, I wanted to break away from some of my bad habits that I was eating before. So just so you guys can have an understanding, I was truly eating a lot of processed food, fried food. I mean, I would eat a salad here, a salad there, but then I would eat like 2 big chocolate chip cookies, or I would eat burgers and fries. And then on the weekends, I would go out and just eat a lot of steak. I'm Brazilian, so we do eat a lot of meat. And now they understand about portion control. So to me, I ate it until I felt satisfied. So what I did, the strategy that I used was, before I even began my water fast, I started with, if you guys ever read in the Bible, the Daniel fast. The Daniel fast is basically just vegetables and grains. So what I did was, during that time, I stopped drinking coffee. So for about 3 weeks, I didn't drink any more coffee because I knew I needed to break away from that cycle. And then I also cut out all processed food. So I was just basically eating vegetables and juicing. So just kind of getting prepared. So the day that I decided to start my water fast, my system was somewhat clean. And the first tip I'll give to you guys is, don't try to just cold turkey start a water fast. That's because if you're used to eating so many processed food and you go right into the fast, your experience is going to be horrible. And depending on how many days you choose, it's going to be really tough. You know, even for me, who did 22 days, I suffered in the beginning, you know. So that's what I did for about 3 weeks before starting my fast. I got prepared for it. And then during my fast, me personally, I get to work from home, and I was also not working as much during the time. So I strategically cleared out everything out of my fridge. I had nothing left. And I just kind of stayed at home because I didn't want to be tempted to going out to eat and doing different things. And all I had in my house was water. And throughout those 22 days, what I did was, because the purpose of the fast, guys, is not just for you to just do it, lose the weight, and go back into your old habits. The whole purpose of this fast for me was for me to understand what kind of foods I should really be eating every day, and how I can actually maintain this weight loss and continue growing and changing throughout my life. So what I did in that 22 days, every day, guys, I just watched different nutritional videos, different videos about learning about different kind of foods, what great foods would work for me. And as I began to get those knowledges, I would write them down. So that would be my second tip for you guys. You know, if you're someone who struggles with your weight and you decide to do a water fast, take that time while you're fasting to really understand what food does to you. And that's what's been my breakthrough. It's understanding the kind of foods I was eating was so bad and it didn't satisfy. I mean, it gave me like that quick fix, but then I'm hungry again because those foods weren't nutritional to my body. So the first 3 days of fasting, guys, was the hardest. When I tell you, I didn't think I was gonna make it after 3 days, because my body was detoxing and I was clearing out everything that was inside of me. And it was horrible. The headache, the body ache, I felt pain in my lower back. It was awful. But I had a goal in mind. I started trying to do 40 days, but I knew that each day that I conquered it, that I would have been one step closer to my goal. So by clearing out my house and just being focused on that, I just kind of took it hour by hour. So the first 3 days were kind of rough. And also, just so you guys can understand a little bit about the fast. So I posted a video on my previous video that I'm gonna post under here for you guys to watch, talking about Dr. Jason Fung. He actually explains the benefit of a water fast. So basically, every time you eat, your insulin goes up, and you're burning that glucose, which turns into sugar, goes into your bloodstream, and you're basically doing that. But for someone like me who was super overweight, it was so rough for me to achieve, to kind of attack those fats. And it was easier for me to just keep burning the glucose I was eating. So when you actually stop eating all the way, your insulin goes down after you burn that food that was just right that you just ate. Then you actually start tapping into the fat that's stored in your body. So after 3 days, that's what happened. I started tapping into the fat that was in my body. And every single day, guys, I kept losing 1 pound, 2 pounds, 1 pound, 2 pounds, half a pound, 1 pound, and every day. And I would just drink a lot of water. My third tip would be drink lots of water. You know, for me personally, I like room temperature water. And every time I felt hungry, I would just drink all that. You know, and I kind of, like I said, I just spend those days drinking. And again, you have to understand that you're going to feel really weak. And you have to do things that's going to keep your mind away from breaking the fast. So for me, you know, I listen to a lot of worship music. I watch some sermons. I then watch some movies too. You do sleep a lot, you know, so I kind of was able to sleep. And throughout the end of my fast, it started getting really tough. You know, you get insomnia, you get really agitated. But each day, like I said, I was getting closer and closer to my goal. So if you're thinking about doing a water fast, just be prepared that you have to be able to control your mind, because 99% of the process is mental. You know, because now, I mean, I would dream of food. I'd be like thinking about food all the time, you know what I mean? But I knew that, listen, it's only for a couple of days. Then I get to get back to eating things that I enjoy. You know, it's not forever, it's just for limited time. So that's what I did. I just kind of focused on that. And another tip towards the end, guys, and this kind of worked for me. I don't know if it's gonna work for me. You gotta let me know in the comments. What I would do is I would actually watch people cook and people eat food on YouTube, and that would actually help me. You know, I was talking to a friend and they're like, nah, Alan, that wouldn't work for me. I was like, for me, legit that. I would literally watch people make burgers and pizzas and lasagna, and I'll just be watching it. And then again, even though I couldn't eat it, but just watching it kind of like satisfied my hunger. And then after a couple of days of you fasting, again, everybody's different. You stop feeling hungry. It's like that hunger was in my body just kind of stopped. You know what I mean? So then it totally became mentally, because I wasn't hungry, but because I'm always used to eat all the time, I wanted to eat something. You know, and through this process, guys, your system kind of shuts down, your digestive system, and your cells rejuvenate. So the greatest thing ever is that, again, I only lasted 22, and if you're thinking about doing this, you know, like I posted in the beginning of this video, talk to your doctor. You know, it's not for everybody. By the grace of God, I'm a super healthy person. Didn't have any issues, so I was able to do this with no problems. You know what I mean? But definitely check with your doctor. I'm gonna post another video giving you tips. If you can't do it for such a long time, I'm gonna give you guys a little tips. Sometimes you can do 1 day on, 1 day off, 3 days off, on, and 1 day off. But the secret is you have to understand how to eat correctly. And that has been my biggest breakthrough. Because in my life, guys, I was always a convenient eater. And my stomach controlled my behavior. You know, I used to label myself, oh, I'm hangry. What kind of label is that? I'm not hangry. You know what I mean? Like, once you're able to understand what true hunger is, and when you're actually able to understand how good it feels to not feel bloated, and how good, and how, even though when you're feeling those hunger feelings, it's here, you know what I mean? You control your mind and you control your body doesn't control you. And I was actually able to learn those lessons, which helped me understand. Now I've been off for about, I'm on my second week back to eating. And there's days, guys, that I'm like, I feel like I'm hungry. I'm like, no, listen, I've already spent 22 days without food. I can go 6 hours. I can go 7 hours. And that is such a big gift, especially if you have issues with food. Because if you're able to understand that, then you're not gonna allow food to control you. You control the food that you eat. You know, so again, I'm gonna post videos giving you guys nutritional tips and even products that I used during the fast. During the fast, I just drank water. But things that I did before and after, I'm gonna post some some other stuff in the near future. So in the end of the fast, again, I only lasted 22 days. So what I did in the end of the fast was I broke it with coconut water, organic coconut water, and I drank a little bit. Guys, when I drank that, it was like, oh. It was such a good feeling, you know what I mean? And I drank that for one day, and then my second day, I drank only coconut water. Because again, your system is shut down. If you just go back to eating, there's a bunch of notes. I think I watched a couple videos of how sick you can get. So in that, I just drank a little bit of coconut water. And then on the third day, I drank coconut water, and then I had steamed vegetables. No, actually, I'm sorry. I didn't have steamed vegetables. I drank coconut water, and then I juiced. And I remember juicing like carrots and some other thing. Guys, when I put that carrot in my mouth, woo! It was amazing because my body was super clean. So everything that's going in, it's like brand new. And that's what's so important. I'm gonna help you guys. It's that if you are able to understand what to eat, now that you've cleansed your body for so long, your body is not used to eating all that stuff anymore. It's in your mind. Like I remember what it feels to eat burger and French fries from fast food, but my body doesn't know how it feels because I haven't eaten it. So when I had that juice, I felt amazing. And I did juice for about 2 days after. And then on that third day, I had steamed vegetables, and that was delicious. And then on my fourth day and fifth, I also had steamed vegetables. And then after a week in that process, I tried, I think it was fish. And then I'm gonna post all that in the near future. I just started adding protein. And today, guys, I am back to fully eating. However, here it is. I'm only eating natural, clean food. And my taste buds completely changed. Guys, I love strawberries. I love just eating plain food without all those preservatives, and I don't need to be eating fried food. And I'm actually falling in love with learning how to cook, which there'll be other videos here for you guys. So again, this was just a quick video telling you my experiences through the water fast. If you are thinking about doing a water fast, again, talk to your doctor. Let me know if you have any questions. Drop it on the comments. I will be posting more videos in regards to this and different things talking about fasting and nutrition. So I hope this was informational to you. Stay tuned. I'm actually gonna start a video progress. Basically, it's gonna be called "On My Way to Being in the Best Shape of My Life by 37." I started this whole counting my calories and working out. I'm actually running a marathon too. So stay tuned. Monday, the video about this will be out. But I hope this kind of gives you a little bit of understanding about water fast. I'm gonna post some resources at the bottom. Make sure to hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and drop me a comment if you have any questions about fasting. I'll be able to answer on the next video. And any questions that you have, I'll be here. All right, thank you guys for your time. And if no one told you today, Jesus loves you. All right, bye.